Starting off, it looks like Cleveland Misfires are going to be spawning towards the bad side of the map, considering the fact that they are going to be spawning towards P3, not towards P2. So Pebbles, he's going to go straight off towards the hill, going to be using that FFAR G8 at the end of this week, but for right now, it is vital. And trades are going to go down early. Carly's going to find a heap of huge kills, make it a third one, actually a fourth. That's a nice fourth piece to start us right off, and it looks like Cleveland gonna have a full hill control right off the rip.
An interesting strategy off the rip. They had 3 hit the hill, and they had Seal try and go for a route all the way up by water, but it, last did not succeed. But the rest of Cleveland did a good job getting control of the hill. Now you see Dapper in a good position here, top laundry, while the rest of his team gets on a hill. For the meantime, Minnesota just trying to hold these P2 spawns, which are really precious to them. See 1 kill get going, but all control in favor of Cleveland.
Yeah, definitely that dominating map presence right now, but the rotate's coming in, and right now it looks like Minnesota's doing a very, very good job of holding onto those P2 spawns, despite Gish spawning out. Gonna be able to win that 1 kill on the hill, so gonna get that scrap time for just a couple seconds. The spawn's still in the favor of Minnesota at this point. They've got full hill pressure, they're watching all the lanes. Now it's gonna be all on Cleveland in order to make this break.
Going to make this break. You see 2 sliding in the hill. Seal try and get 1, but he'll get taken up by Goonsky with big 2 kills. And for the time being, Minnesota has held this P2 spawn. You see the rest of Cleveland spawning through that ring side and trying to set up a break here.
Yeah, the break looks like it's going to be coming through the front once again for Cleveland. Pebbles going to peek out wide. He's going to find that kill. Pebbles going to find the second one as Carly helps him on into the hill. Going to be able to find that one inside money. Last player is going to be Gesh. Gets cleaned up right then and there. 25 seconds on this P2. Rotation is going to come into full swing now for Minnesota as they're going to try to play these cut kills, trying to keep the players off the rotation.
Job by the side of Cleveland to break in there with only 25 seconds left. They'll get the rest this time, and they'll be up roughly about 40 points once this hill ends. Good job by Minnesota again to rotate early to that P3 hill this time, but again, it's on them this time to hold if they want to come back in this game.
Yeah, before the match, we talked about these breaks, these retakes on both hardpoint and the rest of the game modes, and right now we can see why Cleveland is going to be pretty dominant in that regard, able to break the P2, which is not a hard hill to hold at all. Definitely going to be tougher on the side that's trying to retake. They just managed to clean it up so well, and here comes the break on the third. That's going to be 2 players down, the rest of the players on Minnesota spawning out. That's another great retake.
Great retake. You saw them hit from every single angle of the hill, hit through water, hit through steps, and hit through gym, and you saw Minnesota not able to handle that push, but as I say, they're coming back in. Goonsky with the massive kill will collect the scrap time for the time being as the rest of both Cleveland and Minnesota go on that rotation.
Yeah, this is a good 20 right now for the side of Minnesota. Really a good 20 seconds in order to keep themselves in the game. But right now, Cleveland, they have the rotation at this point. But Gish trying to change that. Gonna be able to find one, but Dapper from Tiki cleans up that kill. This rotation is actually pretty heavily in contest. The spawns look to be going the way of Minnesota right now. So Dapper, he's trying to find those kills, but the kills just going the way of Minnesota. That's another 3. Last player from Cleveland inside the hill. The pinch is coming though, and that'll be cleaned up. And that's a nice little break there for Minnesota.
See, Minnesota did a good job of waiting for one another, pinching on towards that hill, with Dapper being the last left alive, and now you see the rest of Cleveland spawning towards that water side, the unfavorable side. 2 kills, make that 3 kills, go in favor of Cleveland. They got the break opportunity here. You see Dapper looking for this guy on hill, will get the trade. Carly will get that kill, and the break has come on through once more for the side of Cleveland.
Yeah, back and forth we go between these 2 teams as they find those kills, and that's a nice little 2-piece from Seal right there. Put that one in the montage, but the spawn's going to be parallel on the map, left to right, and the rotation's certainly going to be favorable right now for Minnesota. They got all 4 players here on this P5, just right in the middle of raid, but the pinches now, they're going to start to develop from kitchen and water steps. Nades are going to come through, Pebbles finds too, but there's a quick trade, and the rotation's still in favor of Minnesota.
That's the one common theme that we've seen throughout this map is that Minnesota has always been the first to rotation. It's just a matter of can they hold this hill, because thus far we've seen the side of Minnesota be able to break, whether it be 30, maybe sometimes 40 seconds left in a hill, and it's the reason why Cleveland is leading at the current moment. But so far so good for the side of Minnesota, being able to clean the kills, 2 down in the feed for the side of Cleveland, make that 3. Oh, nope, Gish goes down to Dapper, but for the time being, kill is still in control of Minnesota. You see them trying to pinch this water step side, 2 go to the hill, and 2 kills, make that 3 kills in the feed for Goonsky. What a 3-piece, and that'll be the hold there for Minnesota.
And this is the first hill that Minnesota have really held cleanly, is because they're watching all these angles. Open steps is covered by the players, and ring, as well as, you know, the ring push from Laundry being covered. Goonskis and Gish have been able to hold down Kitchen fairly well, and they know that nobody's spawning over towards Zig, except for right now, where Pebbles are going to be able to spawn right up over there. So really good job by Minnesota to hold on to that P5. Definitely going to need a better first few hills on the second rotation in order to stay in the lead.
Yeah, number 6 is going to be important. Goonski on a 5 streak, 17 and 7. He's doing it all for his team, but if he can get these streaks, it'd be huge. Gets for the kill, but no, Pebbles will shut him down. Kill's going in favor of Cleveland right now. Pebbles on a 2 streak himself, 50 and 10, going off for the side of Cleveland at the moment. And just like the first time around, P1 controls full for the side of Cleveland.
Yeah, Cleveland are able to hold on to this, and they're still going to be spawning over towards that P2 side of the map. Here comes the push now. A little bit of a pinch towards these players on Laundry. Minx is going to slide into the hill. Going to be taking some heavy fire. Goonski, though, able to help him out. Dapper cleans that one up. Cass gets taken down as well. Goonski goes for the Ego Chow. Gets taken down on a 2-piece. Gish going to be the last player inside of middle. Going to be the last player up, trying to make this rotation play, but with 18 seconds left, might as well chalk this. Everybody from Minnesota needs to send their players forward, and it looks like Cleveland are going to rotate back, so it's going to be a battle for this P2.
P2, but big kills by Gish and Cass in the side of Kitchen will spawn the player number 6. That's Goonski, or rather out. Spawns going back and forth. No one in control just at the moment, but you see number 4, Dapper, spawning basketball. But the hill is in control of Minnesota.
Yeah, Minnesota have been able to hold on to it, but look what the spawns are for Cleveland. They all spawn in the back, and it's going to be a huge 2 kills to open this up. The last 2 players, Gish and Goonski, they have to weather the storm. They have some support now, but Pebbles from open steps, he's going to be able to find a nice little entry here. Comes through the back, finds 1. The trades are in. They're going to be able to find 3, but the spawns have flipped now. Minnesota spawning in the back, and Minx finds a huge 2. It's back and forth, Spices.
Back and forth. It's a 10-point game right now. Both teams flying for their lives, all flooding into this hill. Trades going back and forth. Who's going to keep control of it? It looks like for the moment it's going to be the side of Minnesota, and as it will, 20 seconds left, and you see already the side of Cleveland opting for that P3 rotation, but they're going to have Goonski to deal with.
Yeah, all 4 players, all 3 actually going to be on this rotation now for Cleveland, and they're going to be able to find that 1 player. That's going to be Goonski, but now the push coming from under apartment. Are they going to be able to find these kills or sniff them out? Gish going to take down Dapper. That push is going to start to develop over towards there, but Carly finds 1. The nade onto Cass going to make them weak, and now Carly's holding this angle, praying for this kill. Now it slides out, gets taken down by Cass. That might be a huge entry play, but the trades are in. 1 player's going to be coming through Jim. Can they recognize which angles they're not holding? And right now, a great hold from Cleveland.
You see the side of Minnesota just waiting for one or another, trying to set up a pinch here. Dapper gets the initial pick on the Gish. You see the others flood through Jim, but no success having their Seal shutting it down for the time being. Seal getting 2 kills, Pebbles with the 3rd, and they've done enough just to clear initial pressure. 30 seconds left, or rather 20 seconds left on this hill, and now you got to see Minnesota look for that rotation to P4 as Cleveland's going to break 200 points.
Yeah, Cleveland will break 200 points off this hill, but the rotation will be the silver lining right now for Minnesota. They have this rotation, but can they hold it? That's been really the question this entire game. They've set up multiple times, and they just keep getting broken. Now, it's gotta be a full hold if they want to keep this game as close as it is. 30 here could be a death sentence going into the P5 and P1, but the setup now from Minnesota looks pretty solid, but the pinch developing for Cleveland. Can they execute?
See them coming through Kitchen and coming through back jungle. Pebbles has found the timing to go down for the side of Minnesota. Make that 3. Last one alive in hill. Goonski will get the initial kill, but Cleveland players all swarming him right now. He gets killed by Dapper, and that's the break. The rest of Minnesota spawning towards that water side, trying to flood this hill. Trades going back and forth. Dapper with 1 second going in for Seal. Minx left alive in the hill, goes for the challenge, but loses it to Carly, and that's the break.
Yeah, Pebbles playing these cut kills is so important, especially because the spawns are going to be locked under apartment. As long as no one blocks, they know where all the players are going to be. Minnesota has to rotate to P5. You cannot get overwhelmed trying to take over this last 10 seconds. It's not important. They can't win off that, and you're only a full hill away from winning this matchup. If you hold this P5 perfectly, you can win. So the rotation is still contested. That player 1, Seal, has been able to sneak by for so long. And there he is. The trap has been sprung. He tries to get the kill. He's going to be able to find it, and all the players from Cleveland, they find the clean sweep. All players from Minnesota are going to be off spawn. They have to make the break with the last 10 seconds. The guns are lining up towards Zig. The shots are being fired. The flanks are going to try to come through pillars, but it's not going to be enough as of right now. The kills are in. Cleveland are going to take your map 1.
Yeah, great job by Seal there towards the end just to play his time. Wait till that hill pops and you see 3 go down for the side of Minnesota. The break came through. And that's really the story of this map 1, even though for the majority of, most hills, it was the side of Minnesota getting to the rotation first. Cleveland's breaks were just a bit too clinical and ended up
Game better
helping
than
them win
anyone
this.
else, and right now we are going into it. It looks like Minnesota going to be starting off on the offensive side.
Yeah, Minnesota on the offensive side. Looks like they're opting towards that B bomb site at the time being. You see Cleveland sending 2 through mid, 1A, and then 2 through that B bomb site, one watching garage and the other watching this top purple. As you see, Minnesota already doing a good job. They're going pretty fast here, getting that top purple control as they start to take stock of where Cleveland's at.
Yeah, a couple of shots back and forth, shoulders being thrown. A lot of tension right now in the position. Dapper gonna fire some shots down onto Gish, but right now everybody's just shouldering, and there's the first pick. Cass gonna pick up Seal, who overextended inside middle, but he's got another player right there that's gonna be Pebbles. He might be able to find that angle onto him. That gunfight might be happening really soon, but there's a couple gunfights happening down inside of Garage. Cass finds another one, but Carly quickly on the trade. Minx as well. Carly's gonna be stuck between 2 players, and that's gonna be the cleanup. Minnesota, a nice break off the start.
Yeah, Lou, very clinical by the side of Minnesota, and you got to give a lot of credit to Cass. We're getting a massive 2 kills there, getting both players towards that middle and A site. Just being patient, waiting for the picks to come through, and then you see the other 3, Minx and Zgunski, collapse onto the bomb site here at B and get the kills accordingly. And very clean take there by Minnesota.
Yeah, so now it'll be Cleveland's turn to hopefully rebound off of that round 1 loss. Very solid round by both Minx and Cass, picking up 2 kills each and potentially be working towards streaks. Not a whole lot to worry about right now if you are Cleveland, but that is totally the seed that has been planted. Now it looks like we're going to see another B push, and Gunski, it looks like he's going to get aggressive for defense, going to find open into the 2, but Seal actually picks up the 2 kills inside there. Cass looking around, trying to go pinch on this piano side, but the picks are just in. Seal finds a 3rd, and that's another clean offense round, I have to say.
Yeah, another clean offense round this time by the side of Cleveland, and you see Cass just trying to make something happen. Doesn't look like he'll have much in a 1v4, and Seal coming in with 3 kills, big in that round. It looked like Minnesota tried to fight aggression with aggression. Both teams hitting this top purple, but as we'll see in the kill cam, it was Seal that was able to pick up all the kills here and essentially break the bomb site by himself.
Yeah, and that just kind of comes down to, on defense, you do have to play a little bit slower. Sometimes you can get mixy with the occasional, rush off the rip, try to catch somebody off guard. But when you know that a team is likely going to respond in kind with a similar strat, especially if there's no info towards middle map or even beach side, you can sometimes see long angles to find players. You know they're going to be on piano. You have to just kind of hold back, let them run into you, and get a couple kills.
It's definitely the way you got to play it, and it looks like Minnesota's going to opt for something different here, opting for this A bomb site. You see Cleveland sort of in a similar setup to the first time. This time Seal a bit farther down the beach side with number 8 being Dapper watching the mid. This 2 hit B, and you see Minx, the lone bomb holder right now here, working his way up beach, while the rest of his team just holds angles around the map. And there's Cass once again with the first blood.
Yeah, that pick from top balcony, the player mid, just a little bit out of position, and Minx has done a great job of getting into a decent corner. That prone, snaking around in the dirt, gonna get him next to the bomb, but can he plant that? Carly gonna take a couple of long-range shots as well as Pebbles. He's gonna be holding down this mid-cross. Now it looks like the rotation has fully come into play for Cleveland. They're finally rotating over towards A, and this might be able to help them out as Minx goes to plant the bomb.
Yeah, Minx goes to plant bomb. Looks like Seal has spotted that. They will have a trophy to stop him, and Cass is looking over. Pebbles will get the kill on the bomb, but the bomb has gone down. Pebbles trying to make a play. Gets picked up by Minx, leaving Carly in a 1v3 once again. Doesn't have much to do, but get the initial pick on Nagunski. Trying to work her way up. She spotted Minx. Plays her life for the time being. She knows where 1 is. I don't know if she's aware that Gish is also by drive-by, making this a little bit more difficult. 26 seconds left on the clock. Carly just trying to make something happen as she wraps around beach, trying to take stock of where the other person could be, and Minx has smartly done a good job playing his life, and Carly, I think she's going to go up to defuse that bomb.
Yeah, no other choice but to hop it, but it's not going to work out as the angles are held, and that's going to be another offensive round. When only 3 rounds, but we've all seen them go the way of the offense, and right now I think it's just the teamwork going better for the offensive team. They know which angles to hold in order to cover their bomb planter, and that's really what matters, especially in this aggression-based matchup that we're seeing.
100%. I also find be it may, it's only been one defensive round we've seen from the side of Minnesota. The stark contrast that we see in how they play offense to defense. When it comes to their offense, they're a lot more passive. They're waiting, to watch Cleveland, maybe give their life away, catch them rotating to bomb site. Whereas on defense, the first round we saw them, fight with a lot of aggression. So I'm curious to see if that's a common thing that we see with as this map goes on. But as you see once more, it looks like there's going to be a fight for that top purple control.
Yeah, Minx and Ginski going for a similar play. Actually, it's Minx and Gish this time. And they've actually allowed Seal to go straight behind him. And that bomb plant is going to go down with 2 players from Minnesota up inside top purple. Dapper, though, he's going to be able to find one kill and make it a second. And now it's going to be a 2v4. Goonsky and Cass off the rotate. Going to be a bit tough to make this retake work.
It's quite the unconventional plant to plant while players are top purple. But Dapper looking over him. Doing a good job. Goonsky with the initial pick on a Carly almost nays his teammate Cass there, but again, quite a difficult retake as you see. Trying to fight from this unfavorable side. Pebbles will get on the Cass, and the final blood will go into Cleveland. And again, offense reigning control here on Miami.
Yeah, it's really just coming down to positions, honestly. Offensively, both of these teams are playing much better positionally than they are on defensively. I think it comes down to just being too aggressive. A lot of times, Cleveland, they have a couple players that are just being out of position towards the middle of the map, being overextended. And on the side of Minnesota, they're just getting too aggressive in pairs, cornering themselves almost by accident. It's really going to be able to cost these teams is their unaware positions on defense. If one of those teams can fix that, you got a decent chance to dominate the rest of this S&D.
100%, but you see Cleveland opting for a little bit of a different look. I mean, they're still sending 2 towards B, 1 mid, and 1 beach, but you see Carly on that wide flank. Wonder if that'll come and pay dividends later in this round, as you see Minnesota once more on their offense, taking their time, trying to find players mixed with that initial first blood onto Steel top purple, and that's the first blood they needed.
Yeah, and Cass gonna pick up that kill on Carly. No dividends there. So Dapper and Pebble is gonna be in the 2v4 now. Similar position that we saw last round, but roles reversed. Minx, though, simultaneously looking through the wall to see Dapper by coincidence, probably just holding a weird pre-aim. But here comes the slides down, and it looks like they're gonna rotate over towards A. Both these players have rotated towards B for the side of Cleveland. So this rotation for Minnesota gonna work out great.
Read correctly that they got the players mid. They got the player that was by that beach side, that the rest must be in that B bomb side, and they've rotated, giving themselves the best opportunity to see Pebbles and Dapper trying to get their way out of the bomb site. But Cass will pick up Dapper, leaving Pebbles left in a 1v4. Not much he can do here. It looks like Minnesota will end up getting that third round, and once more, offense has just been too dominant.
Yeah, honestly, it's just a back and forth offense game, and that's because, like I talked about before, it's just the positions that players are tending to take on these defenses. Carly tried to make it work with a nice little flank. I would have gone further around, or maybe just created your own timing. Really is all about the timings on this map, and some people will say that a lot of COD timing is luck, and sure, that is a part of it, but you also have to create your own timings. Let your teammates make a bit of a ruckus so that the player that has to watch the flank has to go help his teammates, and that's when you need to push.
100%, I agree, and we'll see them switch it up a little bit here, as for the first time, Cleveland's going to opt towards that A bomb site. Minnesota getting a little bit more aggressive here through the middle map. They haven't seen anything, and they should get this information that it looks like Cleveland's turning towards that A site.
Yeah, the A site's wide open for the picking as well. Seal could probably just rush across, get this bomb down with some cover by Dapper, but the rotation for Minnesota, it's going to be closing in right around now. Mink's going to be the first responder. Cass going to be able to open it up. Goonsky as well. Mink's coming around for the bomb plant. That's going to be a third down. We might see our first defensive round win as Carly stuck in the 1v4.
She's stuck by this boat side. She does have great positioning here, but again, in a 1v4, it's less than ideal. She has no idea where the side of Minnesota are coming from. You can see the bombs being defused, and that will do it. Minnesota has finally struck oil here on defensive side of Miami. What a retake there. Being patient, getting the initial picks by driveway, reading where the side of Cleveland would be, and, what a clinical retake there.
Yeah, these angles are very, very fun to see. I love seeing some player play this back tiki side. It's so incredibly hard to challenge, and you get a full view of the beach. It's really just a great angle to play if you're ever in need of an AR to watch this lane. Top visitor's not doing for you, go back tiki. It's a great little angle.
Oh, 100%. And a lot of that's owned to Cass. He's been getting a lot of the first bloods for the side of the Floppr and is currently sitting at 7-3, doing a great job for the side of Minnesota. I know we talked about how the Cleveland ARs have been, the ones that had a bit more presence on that raid S&D, but it looks like he stepped it up here in the S&D. First blood goes to the side of Cleveland, though. Pebbles with a nice nade there, and it looks like everyone is here coming through mid. Cass with the trade in shortly after, and now we're into a 3v3.
Might be the first time we see a first blood followed by a trade in this game. Most of the picks keep going the way of one side, and Cass has been making it work all game. 9-3 on a 5 streak. Kudos to this guy with an AR, just finding all the entry picks, and now the push for Minnesota coming around through the garage side. They only have Dapper to worry about, and they might try to feed Cass this kill so he can get the streak. Dapper going to be so weak, and Gish going to close it off. It's now going to be all on Seal. He's got the angles to hold. He's in a 1v3. This is doable if he gets a couple kills, gets out of there. One player, though, he's going to be able to shoulder, find the information, and Seal now. 45 seconds. One player's going to go hug Docs, and I think that's going to be the round.
So you say it was a 2v1 here at the moment. We talked about Docs being that superior angle, and that's where Cass will be. Get the streaks would be huge. Seal has taken note of that. Now just needs to figure out where this next player would be. Goonsky has spotted both players. So this is potentially doable if Seal can make something happen. It would be less advantageous with that sub. We'll go for the challenge right away, but we'll get picked. And that's another round, putting them within one round of tying the series up 1-1.
Yeah, 5-2 now, and it looks like, Minnesota really just flipped the switch. They were the first team to really win that defensive round. They've played great trades all throughout offense, so I have to give it to them. They're doing a great job.
Yeah, they've done a very strong job, working together, being able to get those initial picks and then pushing off the information. Cass especially has really been the catalyst of all of that, getting first bloods, getting picks, essentially open up the map for the side of Minnesota, and then they take that information and push accordingly. And Cleveland really hasn't had much of a response, but it's only 5-2. Every round counts in S&D. We've seen crazier comebacks in the CRL, so it's definitely not a possibility for them. But it looks like they're opting to push towards this garage side, and it looks like Minnesota has blind countered it.
Yeah, the blind counter's certainly going to work out. I love when these blind counters happen. That's going to be the first blood for Mink's going to open it up. Dapper, though, on the quick trade on to Gish. Now we're going to be entering a 3v3, and all the players from Cleveland have stacked up here. They're going to have to push through garage. All their other lanes are pretty much closed as Mink's holding onto this top piano. They're going to have to funnel through. Gunsy's holding in a nice little angle, as well as Cass. Cass going to open that one up onto Sale. That's going to be a 3v2. He picks up the second one. Give him the streaks. Don't even need them. It's a 3v1. Gunsy's going to get the last kill. Minnesota Floppr tie your series up 1-1.
Yeah, just a clinical. I mean, after that initial first 2 or 4 offenses from either team, it was the side of Minnesota, like you mentioned, that sort of pulled away. And it was all thanks to this man, Cass. In the CRL, Minnesota, as you mentioned, won the last map. You thought they'd have momentum, but with that long wait, it can't be anyone's game. It's a matter of who's going to, refocus, recenter, and pick it off here. We see Cass initially lose that gunfight to Carly, and that's the Fafar that's coming out. It has recently been GA, but not for this week, so I'm curious to see if that becomes a common theme as we go on throughout this control.
Yeah, and it looks like the initial push for Minnesota coming through to B side. 2 players going to be in money. They're going to pick up that kill. And now the spawns, because that number player 7, that's going to be Dapper, is still on the A side. Those players are going to be stuck spawning in back garage. If he was not there, then the players that got killed off of B would just be spawning right on top of A, and that would be basically a free cap. So great play by Dapper there to balance out the sides, keep those spawns blocked, and now Minnesota are basically spread out across now that they can't help each other.
Yeah, they're kind of split pushing. You saw one go through Sig, one hit through bottom apartment, and they're not waiting for one another, and as a result, they're just getting picked apart by the ARs of Cleveland, whether it be Carly, Dapper. But this time, Mink's able to get that initial pick, and you see his teammates follow him onto the A point. Cleveland trying to set up a pinch here with number 5 as the side of Seal going on the flank. Dapper gets the initial pick on the cast. Will he get the one on the Minx? Yes, he will. That's 2 down. Make that 3 down. Gish left alive, top apartment, and once again, the push of Minnesota has been halted.
Yeah, but this kind of regain here, this kind of natural regain off spawn where all 4 players are going to be close enough together might be good for them. They might be able to break up onto this point. It looks like Carly's going to go on this flank again, going to be holding a Zig, going to run into Goonsky right there, so that gunfight's going to be so crucial. The gunfight comes in, Carly's going to be able to win that one. Enough mid-control going through right now. Minnesota, they have 2 picks of progress over towards A, useful at around 5, regardless of whether or not they win this round. Minx, though, in the midst of the chaos, gets taken down by Seal. Pebbles there for the help. The players from Minnesota have to rush rush onto A. They're not going to be able to get to B in time and cap it, I do not think. But the kills keep going the way. Dapper going to be holding on to this angle. Going to take down one, take down the second. The player still flying out towards A, but Pebbles is there. Going to find the last two. And that's going to be round number 1, a very decisive Cleveland victory.
Very great plays, or very big plays by Cleveland there to essentially stop what looked like to be the A capture for the side of Minnesota. And that's going to be key, especially when it comes to that round 5. If we do end up getting there, every tick is important, and stopping them from getting that A tick essentially, halted Minnesota from getting more opportunities towards that B point by Tiki. You saw Carly and the side of Dapper doing a great job of picking off the players of Minnesota. Essentially Minnesota, a bit struggling, a bit separate, and their pushes were staggered as a result, and so they're going to pick it up here on this defense.
Yeah, that was just a very dominant hold all around by Cleveland. They knew where they needed to be in order to maintain the spawns, maintain the trap, and that's exactly what's going to work out for them. Now Gunski going to be pushing through this middle area, lagging a little bit. They're going to take down Pebbles regardless, though. It's going to be a nice opening blood. Dapper, though, finds one. Minx on the trade. Gunski finds a nice little angle onto Seal. Trades back and forth. Only going to be one live up for Minnesota, but Gunski making a better standing right now in this matchup. Gets a nice little nade kill. The rotation now for Cleveland coming in naturally as the spawn's going to be over towards this B side of the map, and they might be able to slide right on for just a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like Minnesota's going to be a bit late to this rotation here. The B point, Carly and the rest of the team will look to set up Agunski with that initial pick. You see number 5 and number 7 still at this point. That's Seal and Dapper trying to do their work. Dapper gets picked, though, leaving Seal last alive on the point. Does his best, but unfortunately will go down. They did get one tick on a B, and that's 3 down for the side of Minnesota Floppr. This is an opportunity here for Cleveland to start to push onto that point. Gesh gets picked up by Carly, and while she's pushed onto that water steps place, the rest of her team will be stacked onto that A point.
Gonna be honest with you, Spices, I have no clue how that happened. All of Cleveland went from getting killed to immediately finding kills. The same thing is going true for Minnesota Floppers. They find a nice set of kills. Pebble's gonna be the last one standing. He's double positive right now. He's gonna be picking that 2-piece. Minx, though, going to find that kill now in the natural rotation for Cleveland's back as they spawn on AC. One of these players going to have to rotate over towards B. It looks like Cass going to be the first point of contact there, but Seal sliding onto A. 1v1 versus Gish, just throwing a couple shoulders. Got to be irritating for the AR that Gish is holding. And now, 4 ticks really going the way of Cleveland right now as they find a couple of opening kills. Minx, though, going to be able to slide right onto the point, and all players from Minnesota stuck over that B site. That A going to get captured, and they only have 1 tick of progress to go at B.
It's a really big play by Dapper there to get on the B point. It diverted the attention of Minnesota. It caused 2 players of Minnesota to come clear him out, and as a result, the rest of Cleveland was able to get free reign at A and control that capture point. And while they're down by 1 life here, they've been given a lot more opportunity here to B with 1:30 left onto the point. Now, as I said, that Minnesota's been able to clear out 2, and they're starting to get pushed up and get that map control. Gish with a nice pick on a Dapper. And you see number 1, the side of Minx, holding down middle map. So it's up to Cleveland now to break another spawn and try and get another attempt, as they only have 1 tick left on B.
Yeah, Pebbles is making a good play right now, being over in this ring side, because it's really the only part of the map that Minnesota doesn't have control over, but the slide cancels coming through for Seal. Now he's going to be able to find 1, and now Mink's going to come from the flank, open stairs. Seal is just trying to contest this time, but there's the kill, there's the picks. Now 5 lives remaining for Cleveland as they're going to find something to work with. Cass going to pick up Carly in the middle of the map. Only 4 lives remaining, no respawns now for Cleveland as they're going to try to break on through. They have a multi-pronged push now, but 2 kills go the way of Minnesota, and that's probably going to be the round.
To be the round, 2 lives left for Cleveland. That's Pebbles and Carly. Pebbles on a 17 and 10 thus far is doing a great job putting his team on the back for the moment, but it looks pretty unlikely that they'll clean out this round. So thus far, good job by Minnesota to rebound after what looked like a pretty disastrous round. And although Cleveland may lose this round, as you see Pebbles last alive, or Pebbles with a nice 2-piece making something happen. He does have 20 seconds left. I don't think he'll have much opportunity to do much. He tries to go into the kill, top apartment, unable to do so. But as I was about to say, while Cleveland may have lost that round, they got more ticks than Minnesota did the prior, and thus they have the opportunity to get defense if it does end up going to that round 5.
Yeah, so that'll definitely be good on getting defense right now. Now, it looks like a very defensive side of map, all things considered. It looks like Minnesota had a great ground regain for their defense, and Cleveland, we obviously saw a very clinical defense in that round 1, so probably going to be the theme for this matchup, like S&D was the offenses. Now we're going to see the reign of the defenses. And Minx, though, that's a 6th streak. Could be getting, that artillery soon, and maybe that cruise missile.
Yeah, it'd be pretty big. Streaks can be very influential on most maps, but especially raid control. Essentially the A site, very exposed, and even B, not much places to hide, especially if you know how to curve that cruise. But Cass, once again, first blood in this round, except a different game mode. This time being raid control, seal top. Ring trying to make a play happen. Dapper with a nice two-piece, able to open up the map. You see, you can go for the third, but Minx will pick him up. Go see with the trade on his seal, and that should be the opening as the rest of the team floods to spot mark.
Yeah, players from Driveway going to be able to get on now, and I think if Minx just hopped on, he might have gotten that streak. He died. Kind of be in a bit of a weird spot here, whether or not he got the streak based off of those 7 kills is going to be hard to tell, but the spawns now coming in. Only down a couple of lives here, but they only have a minute remaining on the clock. Going to be stunted in their push at this point, as Cleveland are just holding down all of the appropriate angles, holding down all the power positions. Minx, he does have that artillery. He's going to slide out towards Seal. This is going to be an interesting opening kill. He's going to be able to find it. Dapper, though, gets Gish. Going to pick up the second onto Minx. He's holding down middle map. Cast's going to be on the trade, though. The push coming now for A. Carly going to be able to find that kill onto Goonsky, and that's going to be a nice one to hold on to the site. Pebbles is surging 4. Down 4 lives. 30 seconds left. And Minnesota a bit of a pinch.
Trying to push onto that hill. Cleveland with a bit of a pinch. 3 go down in the kill feed. Kunsky left, last alive, made that 4 down. And once again, that's a 4 wipe for the side of Cleveland, able to get all of Minnesota down. You see Minnesota just opting to rush into the speed point. Pebble's going to see a lot, gets 1, gets traded out shortly after, but the nade by Seal does enough to halt their push, leaving 2 last alive. Goonsky with 6 seconds left. They got to get on that point. The rest of his teammates will be on A, but again, look at that life advantage already in favor of Cleveland. Not much the side of Minnesota can do, leaving 4 last alive on the A point. And thus far, Cleveland's just done a great job of clearing out the side of Minnesota, not allowing them to get on these points. You see a little bit of scrappier here now. Cash trying to get on the point. Makes with a nice 2-piece. That's 3 for the side of Minnesota, but is it a little late? Only 1 last alive for the side of Cleveland. Seal trying to make a play. We'll get 1 on a cast, making it 1 more, and the reinforcements are in.
Yeah, but they do have 1 player that's going to be a number 4 Gish. He hopped onto the B side. Now the rotation from Cleveland is surging forward like a freight train through the middle of the map. They're going to be able to hold on to this rotation if they want to secure this round 1. Seal flies 4, going to be able to find Gish. Turns around, burns Cass. And now Minx going to be the last remaining alive. Nades himself. Unfortunate. And Cleveland Misfires take another defensive round.
Yeah, it's just a really unfortunate round for the side of Minnesota. Cleveland did such a great job for the majority of that round, keeping map control, getting picks when they need to be, halting the push and, making the push of Minnesota staggered. And eventually, when Minnesota was able to get on, it was really just them, getting spawns toward the other side of the map and just rushing to the closest point and trying to make it as mixy as possible. But in the end, the life deficit at the time just wasn't on their side, and Cleveland takes a decisive second round, and they have an opportunity here to close out this map.
I think that Minnesota just got enough ticks that if they were to hold off Cleveland here completely, they would get that round 5 defense, but it's going to be tough to say. But the clean wipe now for the side of Minnesota is they're going to take down 3, going to be the last remaining. Carly on the A side dead as of now. The push coming through Art once again. Goonsky with the first point of contact. Seal's going to win that opening gunfight. Now the rotation up to mid. Minx going to find these kills now using the AR. Still has this artillery if things get hairy, but Carly on the open stairs flank going to help find the second bit of kills, but the back and forth trades is a 2v2 now as the rest of the players coming off respawn.
Players coming off respawn. I want to show my boy Pebbles some love. 27 and 16, just going ham right now on the raid control. Has been a big reason why Cleveland is leading thus far, but so has the rest of this team. Seal doing a good job getting picks. That's 2 in the kill feed down for the side of Minnesota. Minx trying to make a play, while the rest of his team is looking to set up through middle map. Number 4, you see Gish, the first line of contact, but the rest of Cleveland decided to opt to go to middle map and might head towards B.
Yeah, but player number 6, Pebbles, has snuck through into kitchen. That kitchen control could be so dominant towards this B zone. Gunfight win. That's going to be a huge one for Gish as long as he clears the B point. Goonsky finding 1 cast there as well in the middle. Seal turns around, not going to be able to find that one. And now player number 6, Pebbles, the trap has been sprung. Going to hop on B in order to secure some time, maybe even capture a full tick as the rest of the team going to be spawning up towards Laundry. Preoccupied a bit at the moment, and Dapper might be able to hop on A, do the same thing. The reinforcements for B are surging forward now from water steps. It's going to be Seal, finds 1, challenges a second. Is he going to be able to win that gunfight? The nades coming through now. The reinforcements flying forward. Dapper solo capping on the site right now on A. He gets taken down, and now Carly surging forward, helping out Seal. Seal going to be the last one remaining finally on B, but it's still going through. The second tick might go as a single push from Pebbles has turned into 2 ticks cap that should secure the round 5 defense. Goonsky surging forward, trying to find the help, but Pebbles is there as well. It's going to be B-zone captured in just a couple of seconds. Only one life advantage to Minnesota, and they have 1 point to hold on to.
Yeah, Minnesota did a great job thus far throughout the round of, keeping Cleveland off both points and making their pushes staggered. But towards the end there, you saw Cleveland congregate onto that B point at Tiki, get the important kills, get that control, and get the point. And despite being down on lives, they're now up by 1, and they got an opportunity here to win it on the round 4 offense. You see the rest of this team looking to stack. They're going to spawn them towards basketball side. 2 here left alive for the side of Minnesota trying to stop this push. Goonsky with the 1, the streaks come through in. Kills go back and forth. Goonsky with 2, but no one's on the point.
Yeah, that artillery was really the bailout play right there from Minx. Without that artillery, that's definitely a round loss, as Cleveland made all the right plays blocking the back laundry spawns, but now they've done just enough. They only have Minnesota down to 4 lives. Minx, though, he's going to be the last soldier standing over towards his zone. He tries to fight off the rest of the reinforcements, and Dapper's going to take him down. 2 players remaining in the middle of the map. They're just going to get pinched out, and that's going to be a Cleveland Misfires 3-1, as they'll go up 2-1 in the series.
Round 5 offense, Cleveland said we're going to do it in round 4 on, or rather round 4 on offense for their side, doing a great job of picking up kills and collapsing on the point when that less preferable side towards back red, and see how this break-off will go for them.
Alright, we are heading now. We are finally off break. No one's team killing. No one's lagging out. We are finally getting some good Call of Duty. And right off the rip, it looks like everybody's just going to charge straight forward into the plane. And Minnesota, they have the favorable side for the hill as well as the rotation. But Seal picks up a nice little double kill off a stick. And that's going to be some well-deserved time.
You see Seal just running out a hill, trying to get that map pressure and control, and you see, job well done. You get a little bit of split there from Gish spawning out, trying to get into the collapse out of the hill, while the rest of Minnesota tries to hold the spawn, but also contest P1. Don't want your opponents to get too much time on what should be a contest-heavy hill. The rest of Minnesota are just worried about the rotation, making sure the side of Cleveland can't get past as they contest.
Yeah, they're doing a great job holding on to these spawns, but back and forth it goes in the hill, and Seal is just picking up all the kills, 5 and 2 already, but Pebbles is there as well, gonna help grab some of that time. Gonna have around 35 seconds as we head into P2, but the rotation is looking relatively secure for Minnesota. You don't need to overextend if you are anybody on Minnesota, you just need to hold on, but one of the players, Dap, has snuck into the back. He's gonna be able to try to find a couple of kills here, but Cass gonna shut that one down. Gish finds another kill as well, and number 6, Goonsky spawns out, but that's gonna lead for a natural pinch on the front, and that's just a great hold for Minnesota.
Jackson gets with some important picks. It looked like after Dapper got that initial kill in the back of spawn, it looked like Cleveland might have had an opportunity to break, but the hold comes through from Cass and Gish getting initial picks there and just halting that push essentially. You see once again Cleveland trying to hit from the front. Mix getting 2 kills, Goots getting the 3rd, leaving 2 Seal left alive, but he'll get picked off by Minx. Minx going off 4 straight and 7-2 to start this match, as Minnesota have done what they weren't able to in this raid, and that's hold a hill.
Yeah, that is a very true statement. They hold on to this rotation, already doing better than they did in the raid. But Minx, though, working towards these streaks, it would be so huge to get them so early on. Gonna hold on to this last remaining time, so no danger to him right now, but the spawns have flipped. So now it looks like Minx knows that as you look at his minimap. He's getting the comms from the teammates that needs to get out of dodge, which he does. Gonna be towards the A streak now, trying to play for these streaks. He finds the 6th. Gonna get taken down, though, before the streaks come through, and now Cleveland are gonna be in possession of the hill.
It can be quite an interesting hill if you're able to block certain spawns. You can predict exactly where the other team's going to end up coming from. But you see trades going back and forth. Minx and Guski with a nice couple kills. Carly getting a trade back, but leaving Seal left alive on this hill for the initial push. The rest of his team spawning by that wood P5 side, but alas, no help will be there at the initial time. Cass already with 25 seconds looking to play for that rotation. You see his teammate come spawn graffiti. It looks like Minnesota's already starting to play for that P4 rotation.
Yeah, all things considered, this has been a very, very back and forth hill as Cass is picking up back-to-back 2-pieces. It looks like player number 2, Seal, already going to pick up a 2-piece on the P4 rotate. Cass, though, looking for this trade, but Seal finds the 3rd. That's going to be a nice little clip to put in the montage, but Mink's going to find the trade. Dapper there as well. P3 ending now. Nobody's towards the P4. No one's grabbing that initial time. Pebbles, though, picking up the kills as well, cleaning up this top lane. And the kill is just back and forth. Gonna find another one on to Goonsky, and it looks like Cleveland are asserting a bit of dominance on this P4 side.
Yeah, asserting more dominance from their side. You see Pebbles doing a great job controlling the entire top lane, While they may not have the favorable spawns for the time being, they're controlling the majority of the hill and getting the majority of the time. Goonsky finally killing out Pebbles, gets a 2-piece, nice on the Carly. Dapper tries to kill him, but Dapper will be too strong, and that gunfight wins it. You see, again, Cleveland still controlling majority of the time as they collapse on the site. Minnesota not getting anything going for them at the time being. As you see, with 20 seconds left, they recognize that they can't keep fighting their tail, and they got to set up for that P5.
Gonna be about a roughly even game as we head into this P5, assuming Cleveland catches all this time. And Goosey's in a really nice position to catch these players on the cut, but he saw Dapper and he didn't do anything there. He finds Seal though, so that's gonna be a nice kill. Tries to get out of dodge, but Dapper's gonna be able to take that one down, secure the rotation for Cleveland. It's a nice little break onto the hill before the hill even pops.
This is great for Cleveland. After getting most of the time from P4 from what was the less favorable side, they've done a great job of controlling the rest of getting the spawns rather for P5 and setting up accordingly. Carly doing a nice job by Barrels, playing her life, getting picks left and right rather. Pebbles getting picks in top lane. You see number 6 on exit. It's got an opportunity, but both will go down, leaving Gish and Minx last alive. Pebbles just doing a great job top lane, gets that kill on a Minx, going absolutely off, making sure that the rest of Minnesota spawns to that blue side, and all the pressure and control are going in favor of Cleveland.
Yeah, we have a couple streaks happening right now. Well, now only one is Mink's going to find that kill. Carly on the 5. Hope we're going to get some streaks for, the side of Cleveland, make everything else in this map easier. Going to go up around 60 points as we head back into this P1. Minnesota not even really having a presence there as of yet. Maybe it diverted a bit too many resources over towards the P5, but now the kills are going their way. We're going to find 2 players from Cleveland. Seal, though, not going down without a fight. Finds 1, but there's the cleanup now for Minnesota. They've got all the kills. They're holding on to the spawns, and hopefully P1, P2 will go their way just so they can stay in.
This is exactly how they got to play it. This is how they're going to get back in the game. They got to keep control of that P1 time, and then stack it and convert that into P2 once more. You see kills go in their favor. Seal able to break the hill for the moment, but it'll get traded out shortly after, continuously spawning them towards that P5 and graffiti spawn. Goonsky gets some bad timing, won't able to see Pebbles, but Pebbles will break in for the time being. But 30 seconds left. You see Minnesota, they got to both fight this time, but also look at the rotation to P2.
Yeah, doing a really good job of holding on to this time. Gish and Mink's going to be fighting over for it, but Seal finds in the massive 2-piece. It's going to be so huge this time, going to be crucial as it edges them over the 160 mark, puts them in range of grabbing that 200 with just one easy hill. But Minnesota, they have the rotation set up. They are still spawning in the back. No spawns blocked just yet by Cleveland. Now Gish going to push up, trying to find this kill, but Dapper's going to win a huge gunfight. That might be the entry that they need. Carly's going to find another one. Pebbles finds the 3rd. But the spawns are still in favor of Minnesota, but Dapper's going to slide on the hill. Gish there for the trade. This is a weathered push right now.
Push, but Seal finding kill after kill after kill, while the rest of his team getting kills as well. Pebbles will get traded out shortly after, but the spawns are now officially in their favor. 40 seconds left on the hill. If they can get the rest of this time, they'll be up over 200. Minnesota's got to respond here. They got to respond now. Seal with another kill on a Minx. 4 spree for him. Make that 5 spree for him. Cass unable to kill him as well. All control in favor of Cleveland. You see Seal getting aggressive and won't be able to pick up Minx. Maybe a little bit over aggressive. Could have played for those streaks, but it really doesn't matter. As the last 20 seconds, if it can go in favor of Cleveland, they'll be up over 200 and have the opportunity to close it out in that next P3.
Yeah, Pebbles going to find a nice little, cut-off kill, and that's going to edge them over the 200-point mark. But Minnesota, there is a silver lining. You're actually not that far down. You're only about 1 1/3 hill away from keeping this a tie game. They can hold on to this P3, which is a difficult task. They're right back in this. They're going to have to do everything they can. Hold on to the cuts, but Pebbles, he's trying to make their life difficult, finding those long-range shots with the 74U best AR in the game as of right now. But 2 players, Carly, Pebbles, are going to slide in. Gas, Kish, though, they're going to find the immediate retrades. Dapper holding this long angle, trying to find these kills under the plane. The reinforcements are in. Still gonna top lane, going for the hunting on the flank, trying to find these opening kills. Trades back and forth. It's a pinstripe kill feed. Still finds one. Gonna be able to find the second. Yes, he is. 2-piece when it matters, and that's gonna be hill control for Cleveland. This is gonna be huge time as they'll edge them over 220.
Over 220, I believe, if we're not mistaken, someone on the side of Cleveland actually does have that artillery, which can play big, and as these hills, come down to the final couple seconds, you see Minx doing a good job keeping control, but you see where Cleveland spawned. They're spawning towards that wood side. Those are the favorable spawns when it comes to P4. Minx doing a good job of collecting the rest of this time. As I say that, he'll go down, but it's the side of Minnesota that's here first, but Seal and Dapper on the side of Cleveland will try to oppose this push. Getting picked will be Seal, and Goonsky will get the second. 3 go down. Make that all 4 are clean white for the side of Minnesota, and this is the opportunity. This is how they're going to break this game.
Yeah, they have to read the spawns though. It looks like Gish has done just that. Get some damage into a couple of players, but not going to be able to find any kills. It's a 4v4 as of right now. Nades flying each and every way. Dapper finds the injury kill. That's going to be a 4 versus 3. The push is on in. Seal, Pebbles, they both find those kills. And now Mink's going to be the last remaining. This cannot be won here. Not enough points on the hill for Cleveland to win it. The rotation to P5 will be there no matter what. But it's all going to come down to who can get a cast. Find a nice little two-piece though. Seal holding on to the storm, and the spawns have now flipped for Cleveland. They have their rotation to P5 as well as holding on to the scrap time. This might be a death sentence for Minnesota.
This could be a death sentence for Minnesota. Cleveland cannot win it here, but they can certainly put it, out of contention. Minnesota, I don't know what they're doing contested time. They cannot win it here inside of Cleveland. They're able to, trade out Seal, but you see already with 10 seconds left, Cleveland is fully set up for this hill. Carly, shooting bullets and laser beams throughout the underneath of plane. 5 seconds left remaining, and that should be it. Cleveland have won this matchup 3-1, and what a matchup it was.
Yeah, I certainly don't know how Carly gets her bullets to shoot. I mean, her guns to shoot bullets. Mine always shoot marshmallows, but great job nonetheless to Cleveland. A very, very, very solid performance throughout those respawns, and unfortunately, Minnesota just a few points away in both of the hard points from going to a map 5.